Tattoos, tattoo inks. How do they affect us, especially if you're heavily tattooed? So let's look at inks. Ink composition 101. Every tattoo is a mix of pigments for color and carriers to keep the ink sterile and liquid. While many pigments are now synthetic and mineral based, there's still some that have some heavy metals in them. You know, here's a funny fact. Most of the tattoo ink that goes to your skin travels through your lymphatic system, and it ends up in your lymph nodes, potentially coloring your lymph nodes. It can end up in your lungs. It can end up in your liver. So there are short-term and long-term risks. You know, short-term risks of getting tattooed is your tattoo ink being contaminated, and you getting an infection. Long-term risks of tattoos, there's some research that shows that it can lead to higher risks of lymphoma, but there needs to be more research. And the links to all the papers for this stuff will be in the show notes. And the regulations for tattoo inks aren't really that tight. They're regulated as cosmetics, not as medical equipment. So all the ingredients don't have to be on the label. They can be proprietary. But in Europe, the European tattoo brands, they have something called the REACH framework, where it's much more regulated and all the ingredients have to be labeled. Now, I know I gave all this bad news, but the real good news is that right now it is the safest that it's ever been to be tattooed. If you're getting tattooed in like the 30s, 40s, or 50s, you could be dealing with custom inks. You could be dealing with contaminated stuff. You could be dealing with a lot of heavy metals, especially with the new colors as they came out. But right now, tattoo inks are the safest they've ever been, and there's more research on tattoos. And since more people are getting tattooed, we're just learning more about it. So my final takeaway is get tattooed. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Me, I've been getting tattooed for 20 years. And I mean, there are anecdotal little things that you notice. You notice that if you ever get some kind of sting from a bee or something, your whole tattoo will raise. That whole area of tattoos on mine will raise. Like the whole thing will just raise. You have some tattoos that you can feel like braille. There's sometimes they'll swell, sometimes they'll go down. It just is what it is, and it comes with the territory. So get tattooed. If you like what you hear, subscribe and press the like button.